The issue of what to do with the prison camp in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, is now landing in the lap of newly minted U.S. President Donald Trump.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
Since opening in 2002, the detention center has housed more than 750 prisoners and outlasted 2 presidential administrations.
And I join all Americans in offering best wishes to President-elect Obama.
President George W. Bush had stated a desire to close the prison camp he opened in the wake of the 9/11 terror attacks and worked to lower its population by hundreds, handing over the 242 detainees to President Obama at the end of his term. Obama had made closing Guantanamo a promise on the campaign trail.
This first executive order.
The promise went on to become one of President Obama's first executive orders, vowing in early 2009 to close the facility within 1 year. At the end of 2009, the president announced plans to move up to 100 detainees to a vacant federal prison in the U.S. state of Illinois. But Congress blocked the effort and any funds that would put Guantanamo prisoners on American soil. In 2013, in the midst of a mass hunger strike by prisoners, President Obama again renewed his promise to close the facility.
Well, it is not a surprise to me that we've got problems in Guantanamo, which is why when I was campaigning in 2007 and 2008, and when I was elected in 2008, I said we need to close Guantanamo. I continue to believe that we've got to close Guantanamo.
He addressed the issue again during his 2014 State of the Union address.
This needs to be the year Congress lifts the remaining restrictions on detainee transfers and we close the prison at Guantanamo Bay. Because we counter terrorism not just through intelligence and military actions, but by remaining true to our constitutional ideals and setting an example for the rest of the world.
1 year later, much of the same.
We've worked responsibly to cut the population of Gitmo in half. Now it is time to finish the job.
In his final year in office, the president put forward yet another plan to close the facility.
Let us go ahead and close this chapter. And do it right, do it carefully. I don't want to pass this problem on to the next president, whoever it is. And if, as a nation, we don't deal with this now, when will we deal with it? Are we going to let this linger on for another 15 years, another 20 years, another 30 years?
Today, that question remains, as oversight of a fully functioning, though diminished Guantanamo prison is inherited by Donald Trump. And while it is not clear how his administration will act on Guantanamo policy, he has been clear about his intention to keep it open.
This morning I watched President Obama talking about Gitmo, right? Guantanamo Bay, which by the way, we are keeping open, And we're going to load it up with some bad dudes, believe me, we're going to load it up.
With the end of the Obama era comes an end to most hopes that the prison at Guantanamo Bay could close anytime soon. And the inauguration of President Trump ushers in a new future of uncertainty for the facility and its remaining detainees. Yasmin Alamiri, CGTN, Washington, D.C.